The week for NBA. The starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's G in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And from Milwaukee, we've got Marcus Smart, Miles Turner out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Miller, and it's the Professor in at the 2. Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, B.A., they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
Here's the captain. Tipped away. It's stolen by Smart. Here's the Professor. Connor. Here's Antetokounmpo. And they converted last on attempt number 3.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
The drive by Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Smart against White. Now here's Smart. He's closely guarded. It's stolen by Tatum. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Here's the Professor. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Smart with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's the Professor. 27 points his last game. And here's Brown. Tries a 9-footer. Basket counts. Brown's gotten his second bucket of the game.
How easy does that pull-up jumper look by Jaylen Brown? So tough.
Here's the Professor. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
First team foul.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his 3-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Well, Doris, when he's off the court, Jaylen Brown is an outspoken advocate for education.
What I love about Jaylen B.A. is that he's about so much more than basketball. This young man has a passion for learning. It's a very admirable cause he has tried to be outspoken for. You love the superstar level effort between the lines and outside the lines.
And he nails the third. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's the professor. Drops in the layup for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, stolen by Turner. Pass to Smart. Here's the professor. He's guarded by White. Connor. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Marcus Smart dishing it well in that instance. We know he is a special defensive player, but how about that pass?
Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc. The 4th spot held by the Bucks. 5th best, Boston.
You know, forcing mistakes is a point of pride for both clubs. They're willing to gamble to cause disruption.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Tatum.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
It's not going to go for him. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee in the lead. Smart with the ball. He's scoreless. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Gee, no good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Boston calls time here. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Check out the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're currently in 4th place and trying their best to get a better seeding. And of course, Milwaukee, they're 4 spots behind them.
You know, for the Celtics, you really have to think that most teams would love to be in the position they're in. But the reality is, they're not most teams. For them, it's first place or bust.
Especially since they were in the top spot earlier this season. I'm sure they thought they'd be there all year, but now they've got some ground to make up.
Just 5 on the clock to stop the run, and it's good for 2. The Bucks have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Here's the professor. 6 points for him. Nice D from Tatum.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Tatum. Over Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Second shot opportunity, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
All right, Grant, we're now in the middle of the season. Lots of miles traveled by everyone, including broadcasters. You got a favorite NBA city?
Hey, B.A., you are spot on, especially when it comes to us broadcasters. But a favorite NBA city? You know, I've always liked Atlanta.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
Now here's White. No points so far. Pass to the captain. The rebound by the Bucks. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And obviously the whistles weren't in their favor the last time these teams met, and it cost them. And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Shoots from 12. White can't hit.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Down low. And Giannis throws it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's G. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Minnesota.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. And Boston calls time here. Around the league, we're increasingly seeing former players in front office positions, Grant.
It's so true, B.A., and we need even more former players in those roles. They bring a perspective that a lot of front offices just don't have. They can add value with their experience. I really like this move.
Four on the clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Smart passes to Antetokounmpo. From deep. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
The Celtics shooting just 38% so far in this one. Outside White. Here's G. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Miller. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
They're not wasting wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Sends it home from three-point land. G's got 5 points.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Antetokounmpo inside. Hounded by Tatum. Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Here's G from 15 feet away. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Miller. And they recover it.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's the captain. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's the professor. The baseline J is on the way. That shot is off.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Up top, Tatum. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Good work there as it goes.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. 17-point game. G. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for the Celtics.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Smart. And so he hits both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
The professor, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Miller. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Now here's Simons. It's an 18-point game. 1:51 left to play in the first. Carter can't get it to go.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Green's checked in for Milwaukee. Celtics on D. They trail by 18. Antetokounmpo for 3. That's no good. Shooting 6 for 8 now. And there's the lob. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Mathurin. Green for 3. Hits a three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now here's White. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota. Here's G. Shot clock at 5, and the officials will call the illegal screen here. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. In the third spot, the Celtics.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
Here's the professor. He's guarded by White. And he lobs it up top. And Giannis throws it down.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Up and in on the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Milwaukee has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. White with the steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Antetokounmpo with the block. Here's the professor. He's guarded by White. Pass to Mathurin. Outside, Green. Takes the 3. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Bucks on top, up 19. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
24.
Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Milwaukee has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Giannis and Portis work together inside. Then it's Green. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's the professor in at the point guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Boston has possession. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. And he gets that one.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Mathurin. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Mathurin missing.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Mathurin with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
You know, talking to people around the league, Boris, there's an it factor with Benedict Mathurin.
You know, B.A., he is definitely willing to try to put an offense on his back. He has proven not to be afraid in the closing moments of the game. This guy wants the ball anywhere, anytime. And sometimes that in and itself will carve a spot for you in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. The Doris teams averaged over 114 points per game last year. The highest league-wide number since the 60s. Why is that?
I think several things go into that, B.A., and I'll begin with the skill of these players. Really, the shooting off the dribble, the range shooting have been major factors in picking up the scoring pace, and then the pace of the game as well. Then you look at multi-tooled big men who can step out and make three-point shots. As always, several factors contribute to the higher score.
Pass to Tatum. Simons outside. Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Let's see some of the numbers here for him. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Matherin. The kick to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Over on Antetokounmpo.
And with an out-of-this-world wingspan, Giannis can simply lock up just about anyone on the defensive end.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Tatum. Simons outside. Here's Hauser. Nails it from 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Shoots over Simons. Porter's shot is off.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Outside Carter. Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got his first points of the night.
And this is why you can't let Porter Jr. get a lane, because he's going to run all over you.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
For your forward crew.
Miller's checked in for Matherin. To the inside. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Here's the captain. He's guarded by Porter. And there's the basket. And the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. One to the line for one.
At the line for the Celtics, number 4. At the line for one.
One shot.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's the professor. 13 points in the game.
There's a pride to the defensive end of the floor. Tatum sends that back.
Here's the captain. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Simons. He's guarded by Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Simons against Porter. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here's Miller. 9 points in the game. Denied by Tatum. Here's the captain. Turner covers. The captain. That's good.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Now here's Porter. 9 points in his last outing. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's the captain. 7 points in the game. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Celtics are battle-tested, and asked what comes from that experience, Jaylen Brown said, quote, poise. Being able to see and read the game. Our offense has been able to take leaps by understanding the game and what they want to take away and just letting the game decide.
Yeah, that's been the key. Thanks, Allie. Here's Porter. The Celtics making their last shot. Pass to Miller. Let's go with a 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Miller's got 12.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Hauser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. And the blocks leaders among small forwards. Coaches love to get strong defense out of the wings. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to the captain. And that one off the back of the rim and in. The captain's got 7 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Timeout call. Milwaukee defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm. Just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Once again, Bucks fans, let's hear it for your young Bucks dancers.
On defense, the Celtics. Portis, the pass to Porter. Here's Miller. Cash assisting on the play with Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Number 4, at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. that's good as he hits both shots.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
On the wing, Matherin. And then Porter with the dunk.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Here's the captain. He's guarded by Porter. Here's the captain. Cashes in the 12-footer. The captain's got 13.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Simons against Matherin. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Portis, the pass to Miller. Outside Porter. Going inside. 5 to shoot. The putback. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Here's G. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
Well, the past few years, Jason Tatum has made a concerted effort to attack the rim.
BA, he has gotten stronger. He has gotten more aggressive. Even with his offhand, Tatum is now special at finishing around the rim. You love this about him. He methodically attacks his weaknesses in order to become complete.
Milwaukee has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Brown. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. 16 points for him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Tries again. G's shot is good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Porter with it, now guarded by Brown. Porter's shot is off. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Tatum passes to G. He goes up again. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Porter. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting 53% here in the second quarter. Here's G, defended by Portis. That one goes in. G's got 19 points.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Timeout call, Milwaukee.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Kumpo, the pass to Smart. That's tipped. White with the steal. about 10 feet away. Here's G. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Now Brown, coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. He gets it in there. Tatum's got 6 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
It's Smart on the wing. He's guarded by White. Tipped away. Now the Celtics on the move. G's shot is good. G's got 23.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Smart outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's the captain. 13 points in the game.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
Antetokounmpo outside. Stop the drought. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, down low. The Greek freak.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Here's White. Pass to G. Oh, and Turner with a block. The pull-up J. G with a rebound. G's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Brown. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
Antetokounmpo finds Smart. 32 seconds left in the first half. Turner. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
Bucks foul. Allen. First personal foul. Third team foul.
$19 seconds left in the first half. Tatum feeling it out a bit, and he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. Well, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 4 block shots, and 7 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bucks?
They built this lead from the perimeter. We know they have shooters to do it. We know sometimes they play outside in. This is one of those games that's well known by the script. Impressive performance thus far.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
We've seen a lack of focus and control from them. They've wasted a number of possessions by turning the ball over. It's simple. The score should be closer if they would protect the rock and make a smart play.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's G in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You ever notice the physicality that's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game? He just powers through the defense, sensational shooting.
First team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Marcus Smart. One shot.
What's up?
And that one falls for Smart.
Marcus Smart is one of those guys you want in the trenches. He brings great effort on the defensive end every night, and he's a willing shooter at the most critical moments.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. Milwaukee on D. The lead is 15. Tatum inside. Antetokounmpo's there. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Miller can't get it to go.
That's a tough, contested shot from mid-range. Not what they wanted.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Here's G. 6 on the shot clock. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Miller. Boston with a rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's the Professor. And a nice finish on the layup. The Professor's got 15.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Benedict Mathurin talked about his motivation. He said, quote, "A lot of people play a sport because they have talent, but I play for a different reason. I want to be one of the greatest players ever, and I want to take care of my family. I made that promise to myself when I was very young, and I have no choice but to be great. That's the way it is." BA?
All right, Allie, thank you. Good reporting there. Now here's Turner. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Miles Turner.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Tatum passes to G. Outside Tatum. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Boston with the ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Count it. G's got 25 points in the game.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates. Antetokounmpo
against Tatum. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What's up?
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
And Boston calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. The Bucks, second.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Tatum passes to White. Here's G. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Shot clock at 6. G with a rebound.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's the captain. He's got 15.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Pass to the professor. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
White against Antetokounmpo. White, the pass to G. Oh, and Turner with a block. And here is Antetokounmpo. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 18.
And he's just not going to take any chances on his putbacks. When the Greek freak gets his hands on it, he's going straight to the rim. You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Jason Tatum. Taking 3 shots.
one falls for Tatum.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all three. The Bucks have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Lets it go from 11. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
The captain pass to White. Outside, Brown. Pass to the captain. Driving in. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tries yet again. And he lays it in. G's got 27.
I mean, he's coming off a terrific performance in the last game, and he's still feeling it tonight.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
And the Bucks call time here.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, fans. Make some noise.
For Boston, Wendell Carter comes in for Tatum, and Simon has subbed in for White. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 27. Pass to Matherin. On the wing, Green. And here is Antetokounmpo. Giannis just unstoppable down low.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
Brown inside. He's covered by Matherin. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick and roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it.
Here's the professor. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. The professor's got 17 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to G. Yep, that one goes.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Here's the professor. He's got 17. To the middle. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 5.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Matherin with a steal. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Sinks that one from the post. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And Milwaukee has possession. After the basket by Boston. The professor, the pass to Matherin. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Boston Celtics. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And then Monday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with the Nuggets, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Carter, and it's Boston scoring again.
Wendell Carter Jr. going to the cup. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
The flat-out hustle of Wendell Carter Jr. is something you have to appreciate.
I think, VA, we can all appreciate a hard-playing big man. But you have to remember, Wendell Carter Jr. has now proven himself to be a legit threat from three. He rebounds it nightly on a consistent basis, and that offensive game is getting better and better.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Now here's Matherin. 5 points in the game. Pass to the professor. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now let's take a look at the small forwards with the highest shooting percentages for the season. 5th on the list, Jaylen Brown.
And what an efficient group of scorers. That's the best way I can put it. They play patient basketball, and the shot selection is excellent.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
Here's the captain. He's got 17. Fades and shoots. Here's Carter. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. The Celtics making a switch here. Here's Porter. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Porter looks it over. Inside, here's Kuzma. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That is Kyle Kuzma asserting himself against quality defense. Nice finish.
Now here's Simons. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And that one good.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
White against Porter. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Derek White. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Kevin Porter Jr.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Porter.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Now here's White. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Porter gets the bucket.
Yeah, great body control makes working inside a strength for Porter Jr.
White, the pass to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Pass to Tatum. Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter here. Tatum against Kuzma. Here's Miller. He's got 16. Here's Porter. The shot that time not on target. Oh, nice D from Carter. To the middle. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
The drive by Porter. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Porter against White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Here's Porter. There's the block. On the wing, Simons. He's covered by Matherin. Count that bucket. Simons got 6 points.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Here's Porter. It's blocked.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Celtics in possession here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Long range from the inbound. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Tatum. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Outside White. Fires from deep. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, that's about concentration. Derek White had a hand in his grill, and he didn't let it deter him. Made jumper, yes, sir.
And so it's Milwaukee earning this break in the action, up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Miller. Kevin Porter is out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Turner in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. White on the wing, up and over Porter, and there's White. That's good on the assist by Simons.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Here's Porter. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by White. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Porter against White. Porter in the post. He's off on the layup. Boston trailing. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Knocked away. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. White, the pass to Carter. Soft touch off the glass.
A 7'5" wingspan, an outstanding touch. Carter Jr. makes that look easy against the contest.
Timeout called, Milwaukee. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that. On the wing, Mathurin. He's covered by Simons. Chalk up 2 there. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Boy, Mathurin's showing the ability to get off the dribble drive right there.
White against Porter. Right side Tatum. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Turner.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And here's Porter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And making the shot while getting fouled. I mean, it's about focus. KPJ staying with it.
At the line for one, Kevin Porter Jr.
One shot.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Here's Simons. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The 9-footer's on the mark. Antetokounmpo has got 9 points here in the second half. Simons outside. They need this. And he sinks the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Oh, there's the alley. And Carter with the block.
This is the intimidation factor you are looking for from Wendell Carter Jr. What an imposing presence.
And that one drops for him.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
The Bucks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Porter Jr.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's the professor. Antetokounmpo outside. That three's off the mark. To the paint. Here's G. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's the professor. It's deflected. Here's the captain. He drops it from range. The captain's got 23 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
G. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Got a piece of it. The professor, pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Carter with the block. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Brown finds Carter. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Up and over Carter. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Milwaukee has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Antetokounmpo, the pass to the professor. And he lobs it up to the rim. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 33.
And just look at the body control. Giannis doesn't allow the contact to throw him off.
Green against Simons. Antetokounmpo with the block. screen. The pass to the professor. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Simons against Matherin. Good on the shot. Simons got 4 points this quarter.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Carter against Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Carter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Boston. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and the Bucks making a change here. Smart's checked in. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Simons. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. It's tipped.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
To the inside. The captain. That's good. The captain's got 25 points.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
G passes to White. Over Smart, and they'll get another chance.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Brown, that's good.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Matherin up top. A shot to stop the run. G with a rebound. Boston's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Brown passes to the captain. Three-pointer. And the Celtics another 3.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
The Bucks trail. Smart with the ball. Oh, Smart drives. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
That one on White.
Second team
Well,
foul.
you call that a perfect pump fake, right? Smart selling the shot, accepting the hit in the process.
Smart, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Miller comes in for Matherin. And so Smart nails them both. Doris, you think about how the Celtics are built. They make shrewd personnel choices year after year.
They have historically drafted very well. I think the challenge for the Boston Celtics and all organizations, the new implications of the salary cap and player personnel deal. Building teams may look different going forward.
Count it.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Outside White. Six to shoot. Jacks up a three. The rebound by the Bucks.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now only a 5-point Celtic lead.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Again with the block. Making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the defense.
Tatum from long range. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Blocked! And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. .141 left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart's got 8 assists in the game.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And it's rejected. Here's the captain, defended by Smart. Pass to G. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Smart. Now Turner. And it's blocked. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called. Milwaukee. They trail by 8. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Present our New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Deflects the pass. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Ball.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the professor. Buries it down low.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And an intentional foul right there.
Marcus Smart, first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Celtics, number 4, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's the professor. No good on the triple.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Now Tatum. And so it's Boston with the W. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.